Three for the Money is brought to you by the Trend Center app. This is the best tool for sports betting research. The Trend Center app, you can test betting systems from the past 20 years, explore thousands of existing trends and systems from top betting experts, choose from hundreds of filters to test different systems for each sport. Save these trends and get notified when their systems have games. Download the app and use our code TFTM for 15% off a premium membership after a 2-day free trial. Okay. We're here. We're back. It's Three for the Money. New episodes every Thursday, brought to you by the Trend Center app, the greatest tool on the planet for sports bettors. Check them out in the description. Chris is back from his honeymoon and being betrothed or trothed, whatever the wording is. And yeah, there's kind of a lot going on right now, even though sometimes it doesn't feel like it. So, but we'll get into various topics today. But Chris, I'm gonna throw it to you. How are you doing? Are you rested and relaxed?
Sure. Are you ever really relaxed if you're married, I guess? Um, yeah, it was good. Wild couple of weeks. Obviously, a lot changed, but yeah, good. Just excited to be back talking ball, talking puck, talking various topics with the fellas. I've missed you guys. Haven't seen you in so long. We didn't all get together over the weekend to watch WrestleMania.
Yeah, that didn't
Yeah,
happen.
no, not at all. But no, it's good to be back. Excited. Yeah, it is like you said. It's that time of year where kind of like it sneaks up on you, like a lot's going on. So yeah, excited, happy to be back. Like I said. So, Sean, how you doing?
Doing all right. Ditto, Chris. Excited to just chat up about the sports world with the boys. Uh, yeah, I say we just get into it.
Okay, let's get into it. So, couple of things happening. The NFL draft is this week. Kind of snuck up on us, but obviously this is a Tennessee sports podcast, so um, I'm kind of excited for the draft just because like we have a high pick, and it'll be like, you know, it won't even be a quarter of the way through the draft by the time we pick, so it'll be pretty quick. And in the other years when we were, better, draft night kind of sucked because it's like we're not picking until 11:30 at night. And it's like, dude, I got work tomorrow. Today's Thursday. Um, but the Titans do have the fourth pick. Um, it seemed as if, like, I think at the beginning of this month, up until then, it was pretty clear that we were going to draft Jeremiah Love. But I think we signed a another running back in free agency. I guess I should have pulled that up before I said it. But that is something I'm like 85% sure that we signed another running back in free agency. Are we letting did we let Pollard walk or
No, we did not let him walk.
okay.
Michael
We did
Carter.
not. We did
We
not
signed,
release him.
we signed Michael Carter, who I could be wrong, but I believe he's just some sort of journeyman.
I had him in fantasy football one year when he was on the Jets. So I think Robert Salah liked him and wanted him back. I don't know. I don't know if he's like a solidified backup. I don't. He wasn't very good for me in fantasy, but he was like the only running back left at whatever fucking year that was. Um, so
He has 1,700 rushing yards through 5 seasons. So,
Ew.
eh,
I mean, yeah, I just don't. He's just like a third, third option, I guess.
hmm. Okay, so we could still draft Jeremiah Love, just because, like, I mean, it might depend on who is picked above us, because like if he's already taken, then it might be like, all right, well, let's get Ruben Bain, even though like we signed so many free agents on the defense um in free agency. So not quite sure how we're gonna go about this. But who's the other who's like the wide receiver that we could possibly draft? I don't know. Let me look up Mel Kiper. Mel Kiper, his draft. He always has some great some great data.
He's always right about everything. I saw he was just while you look that up, I saw him. I don't know if it was sarcasm or what, but he was seemingly kind of like taking a victory lap about Shador Sanders just because he has been named, I guess, has been named the starting quarterback for the Browns next year? Question mark.
Celebrating a bit early.
Yeah, that's why I was like, this. Like, I know he's kind of a bozo, but like, surely this has to be like sarcasm. But I have no idea with him. He's a weird dude. But
He's a
yeah,
maniac.
what was his food thing that he likes that we were
He loves
appalled?
Oh,
pumpkin pie.
No, it was something weird.
Oh, he takes the cheese off of his pizza.
Yeah, that
prison.
He's like, I go through like 5 or 6 pumpkin pies a week.
that's also insane. But
Yeah.
at least that's like a normal food. Cheeseless pizza is fucking weird.
Weird guy. Okay. So his mock draft that came out 3 days ago had Mendoza at number 1 to the Raiders, and then for the Jets at number 2 he has David Bailey, OLB from Texas Tech. I mean, I don't even know anything about that guy. Or and then on 3 for Arizona, it's Arvell Reese, linebacker, Ohio State. I don't know if he's great either, but I guess I didn't watch too much college last year. Anyway, and then at 4, he does have us taking Jeremiah Love, even though we still do have Tony Pollard, Tajay Spears, and Michael Carter. So not quite sure what's going down there. I don't know.
So yeah, I know we signed the defensive end from Denver. I forget his name off the top of my head. Something Franklin. Is that it?
Yeah, it's like Jermaine Franklin. No.
No idea. But we signed a defensive end from Denver. Who else do we have like at on the end?
So
Like,
that Franklin guy, he's a D tackle.
oh, I thought he was a edge rusher. Okay, my bad. Then
And
yeah,
then
that then I definitely think we. No, we signed
we traded um
the Jets guy or Giants, one of the two.
yeah, we traded with the Jets to get Jermaine Johnson.
That was it. Okay.
Um the big ass D tackle we had. It was jury's still kind of out on him, but we'll see. But but yeah, so like it feels like on defense, and then we signed like a Alante Taylor. That
Mhm.
was notable. And then another corner who whose name escapes me.
We did a shit ton on defense, but
Right.
I mean, honestly, keep doing it. Like this defense fucking sucked.
Right. And then who would you say is the best wide receiver coming out?
um,
Because Mel Kiper has Carnell Tate
I was
as
gonna
the
say
first wide
Carnell Tate
receiver.
probably. I like I
Okay.
said when we were right before we came on, they were like, "Do we want to talk draft?" I was like, "Oh shit, the draft is this week." So I have not done a whole lot of research on the various classes, but yeah, Carnell Tate I would say is the best wide receiver. Um,
Because like we could get him too, just to like get a real wide receiver one. Um, dump off Ridley somewhere.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think Ridley's going anywhere.
yeah, I don't think so. Our wide receiver room is kind of weird.
Yeah, it's weird because like we have some interesting names and that could do things, but will they?
Yeah, it's like we have like a few guys who are like, oh yeah, pretty good. Like Wandale
Mhm.
Robinson, people have been raving about him a lot this offseason. It's like, I mean, he's like a deep ball guy. So I mean, that's good, but like if he's your one, that's not, I mean, not trying to throw shade on the guy, he could turn out to be awesome. But just on paper, that's like, I mean, that's not ideal.
Mhm. And like we have Elik Iomanner, who turned out to be a stud. Um, but also
He's
like,
he's still like really young, so it's
mhm.
I don't I mean he could fall off a cliff, who knows. And then yeah, Ridley, I don't know what to do with this guy.
Yeah. And like the thing with really anyone on our team, like we were so bad last year. It's like, I mean, are these guys even really good? You know? So who's to say?
Elik is at least from one season. I think he's solid, but it's just
Mhm.
you don't want to be rolling in with the guy. I mean, yeah, it's Wandale, Elik, Ridley, and just a couple other like drifters. So yeah, Cardinal Tate wouldn't be a bad pick. I just yeah, I know. I feel like we're pretty good at a lot of it. There's not like one, at least off the top of my head, there's not like one glaring area that needs like, oh yes, we definitely need this. Like we need a lot of things, but we also have like a lot of pretty good players at these positions, but nobody that's like, okay, yes, other than Cam, obviously, and a few others. But I don't know. We're in an interesting spot,
Mhm.
at least.
Yeah. Um, shit. I had something to say. I forgot it. Oh well. Oh wait. Did you guys know we let Chig walk?
Yeah.
I didn't know that
I
until
feel
like
like
last week.
I feel like I heard that and then kind of forgot about it. But then
He's
when
on the
you said,
Commanders.
yeah, that was, I was like, he's signed somewhere weird, but yeah.
Mhm.
So maybe we need a tight end. I don't know.
Well, Gunnar Helm was seemed
Yeah,
pretty
he's
awesome.
solid. Yeah,
He's pretty solid, you know. So I don't know. Who's to say? Is that it for draft talk? Because I really don't have anything else.
it's kind of just a boring draft. Like the clear cut number one, obviously is Mendoza, but I'm not really sure he's like that good.
Yeah,
Like he was
like
obviously amazing in Indiana. He had like a one like solid year at Cal, at least that I can remember. So it's like he's like your slam dunk number one, not even really a close second. It's just not very. It's not very like I don't know, like talked about draft class just across the
yeah,
board.
yeah. And it's also weird with like the like a Raiders quarterback, imagining him being a Raiders quarterback because it kind of feels like the Raiders and the Bears both need quarterbacks that like actively smoke cigarettes. And that would just feel right. I don't know.
The Bears sure as shit don't have that now.
Yeah, they're
They have the opposite.
he eats them. He
It's almost
eats
worse.
for breakfast. Um, but yeah, uh, I haven't even watched any tape on Jeremiah Love. I got to be real. I didn't watch many games with Notre Dame, honestly.
He's really good. Like he put up really good numbers, but I mean Notre Dame's schedule was just so like baby shit soft. It's hard to like get a good read on. It's like, yeah, you put up like monster numbers against teams like Pitt and shit like, but Pitt fucking sucked. So it's like I don't know. I think he will be good, but to take him four overall, I don't know. Taking running back that high is, I feel like, obviously worked out with like Derrick Henry, but I feel like it doesn't work out all the time.
I mean, we really didn't even pick Derrick Henry high.
He was second
No, he
round.
was second rounder. Duh. Okay. Um.
I mean, it's worked out
Yeah.
with like Detroit and
Yeah.
Atlanta.
I just don't. I don't know. Historically, I feel like taking a running back that high is a bit of a risk, but what do I know?
Hey, I just watch football. Call it like I sees. Um, But that's all I got. Do we want to move on to hockey, or do we want to do a short little basketball thing? I have nothing to say about the NBA. So,
I don't know. I don't
Um,
even know who's in it.
I watched that Knicks and Hawks game last night, and the Knicks they had a 15-point lead or something like that going in the fourth and lost. They I feel like they just do this like they did it with the Pacers last year, and like are they just gonna piss down their leg again with like against the Hawks? Who I mean, I'll be the first to admit I do not follow the NBA pretty much whatsoever. I learned who was on the Hawks roster as the game was starting. It was like I knew they traded Trey Young, but then like they were going through the roster. It was like CJ McCollum. I was like, huh, okay, cool. And then a bunch of other guys I've heard their names but know nothing about. So and then yeah, but apparently they're pretty decent. They're split first two games with the Knicks. So we'll be
yeah, I'm looking at the scores right now over the past few days. And normally with the NBA playoffs, like that first round, the teams that are favored just murder whoever they play. And it seems like there really hasn't been a lot of murderings. Uh, the only real murdering is on Sunday. It was Sixers Celtics, and Celtics won by 30 or something, 91 to 123. And then the Thunder murdered the Suns, 84 to 119. But all the rest have kind of been like between like 5 and 15 points, which I mean, it's not a lot, you know?
yeah. Yeah, the Thunder are probably just gonna beat the dog shit out of the Suns. But yeah, everything else, like I know like the Spurs have like they handled the Blazers, but I mean it was a close-ish game for most of it. At least from my I was box score watching because I had Blazers plus 11 and a half, and they had an opportunity to backdoor cover and then just didn't try to score. They got the ball down 13, like 12 seconds left, and just handed the ball to the ref. We're like, we're out of here.
Damn.
Don't see that in college.
These boys give it their all.
They do.
Um,
Is this the first year they've done this play-in tournament though?
No, they've done that for like 3 or 4 years.
Christ. All right.
yeah, they I
I
think
thought this was new.
I mean,
no,
relative in terms of like the grand scheme of the NBA, kind of, but
it was like 3 or 4 years ago, the Lakers like just were outside of the playoff picture, and then they were like, "Hey, let's do a play-in. Let's give them a chance to make the playoffs for money." And
yes.
that's what
Of
happened.
course. Yeah.
I don't even know if they made the playoffs, if they made it past the play-in, but couldn't tell you.
Well, the play in counts as the playoffs, which is it's kind of like how like they like in NCAA tournament, it's like the first four. It's like, oh, they made the tournament. It's like, well, technically, I guess, but yeah, it's like the NBA acknowledges that if you made the play in, that you made the playoffs,
Hmm.
Mm.
or
I
maybe
did.
made the postseason. But
Hmm. I did see that the Hornets had a chance to make the playoffs. I think they were in like a playoff position like for most of the year and then just kind of fell off. And I think they won their first play-in game and then lost their second one.
they
So
won
they
their
didn't make it
first.
in.
They won their first one on a. I watched the highlights of that game. Hornets were from again. Didn't watch a full game because you can't watch the Hornets unless you have League Pass, and I'm not doing that. But from everything I've like seen, like highlights and just stuff I've read, they are very fun, but they're just not. I mean, they're not that good. Obviously, they didn't make the playoffs, but like Con Knipple, if the rookie, he could be on pace to like be one of the best 3-point shooters of all time. LaMelo Ball is either amazing or just dog shit on any given night. Their announcer just screams the entire time.
Oh, I have seen the clips of the announcer going
Yeah.
wild, and I'm like,
People are
this is electric.
people are like, this is an AAU team, but they're all 30.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they won their first game on a wild, like LaMelo hit some wild three that ended up tying the game. And I forget who it maybe he hit the game winner as well. I don't remember. But yeah, and they got smoked in their second one.
Hmm. Yeah. Want to see the Hornets in the playoffs. That'd be
I do
cool.
too. I'd watch that. I'd root for the Hornets.
Hell yeah. Um, okay. Anything to add, Sean?
I mean, I don't really mind this playing tournament, if I'm being honest. I mean, the Magic and the Pistons are like split right now, I think.
Well,
Or
this is the actual playoffs.
I know.
Oh, okay.
But like they won their play-in
Oh yeah,
stuff
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they're up one. So are the Sixers. Uh
We're the Orlando Magic.
and yeah,
We're
the
the
Suns
Orlando
got their
Magic.
shit rocked by the Thunder.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really mind this. It's a cool idea,
Yeah.
but I mean, I don't expect anything else from the NBA. It's like, of course, they have a play-in tournament.
And the way they
You
do
know,
it is it's like the 7 and 8 seeds are like so it's like teams who are would in years past be in the playoffs have to like defend their spot, which is kind of like a cool concept. But if you're the 7 seed, you're like, fuck you. It's like, I'm not
yeah,
even
right.
last.
Right.
Yeah, I get that.
That would suck. Damn. Anyway, uh,
um, Victor Wembanyama became the first unanimous Defensive Player of the Year award
I
winner.
saw that. Yeah.
I looked it up. The record for Defensive Player of the Year is four, three-way tie for four. He's gonna do that in the next 5 years. The guy's, I mean, it's bullshit what he does.
Yeah, he's bigger than everyone else, and he knows how to move in his body because, like, from just what I've gathered from various basketball things, it's like you can be tall and like, you know, but you have to like really know how to like work your own body just because there is so much more of you. And
Mhm.
like it feels like he just has so much control over his body, his actions. And he just like he's just great. I don't know.
Yeah, like if he's in the paint, you're not shooting over him. Like it is physically impossible.
Yeah. And like the really, really tall guys, the biggest problem was like coming into your own body. I think is the phrase. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like growing in, like
Yeah,
knowing, like kind of what you were like knowing what to do with having 10 feet long arms.
right. And that's been kind of an issue with the NBA. I mean, like not like a big issue just because like there's not like guys as tall as Victor Wembanyama, but like there's a bunch of 7 footers and
Oh
like a
yeah.
bunch of really tall guys, you know? So it's just and also
There
and also those guys don't really have long careers.
there have been like, and I mean, hopefully Wimby will have a long one just because he's insane. But there have been freaks before, obviously not to this degree, and they haven't been nearly as good as this guy. I mean, I mean, he's insane to watch. He's the only player I think you could like when you're contesting a shot and like you commit like the cardinal sin of like leaving your feet and like blowing by the guy. He's the only player that can do that, but still very much be able to like still block the shot. He can still just turn around and block it. Since the guy's a fucking freak. But yeah, so he's gonna have if he stays healthy, nine, 10 defensive player of the year awards.
Damn, that's got to be some sort of record.
Oh, it will more than double it. Yes.
Almost double it.
More the record's four.
By who? Dennis Rodman?
It's a three-way tie. Rudy Gobert,
Really?
yeah, Rudy Gobert, Dikembe Mutombo, and Ben Wallace all have four.
Makes sense.
So he'll break that record in 4 years.
Well, here's to you, Wemby. Uh, well, shit. Let's talk about hockey then.
Let's do it.
So playoffs are in full swing. Last week, me and Sean talked about the playoffs, and we talked about we only had like a few matchups that were set just because of where we were in the calendar. But the one we did talk about kind of the most was uh, Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, just because it's an electric factory every time those two teams play in the playoffs. So that, as we're speaking right now, the Flyers are up 2-0 in the series, which is pretty crazy. This fucking guy, Porter Martone, coming in from college at Michigan State. He's 19 and he has something like 11 points in 10 games, something like that. He has one more point than games played, which is insane. He scored in like most of the games that he's played. This
Did
is
you
crazy.
did you score the game winner in game one? I could be wrong, but I thought I read that somewhere.
I think so. Like
No.
technically the game winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might have been the case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bullshit. 19 doing that. What was I doing?
Well, it is kind of bullshit because, like, man, I'd hate to be the team that had the pick right before them and pick someone else. Us.
Can't gripe on that though.
I know.
Nothing we could do about it.
Yeah, I did a little digging into that. Like, why did this happen? I need to know why this happened. And apparently the sample size for Porter Martone was much smaller per like tournament thing that they were. I don't know. Something like this guy also plays center that we drafted, so might take like you know a hair bit longer to develop and such. Um, but this fucking guy coming in, it's like I really want Philly to win this series just because I hate Pittsburgh. Um, always hate Pittsburgh, but yeah, that's fun. And then after WrestleMania on Sunday, we put on the Buffalo Bruins game, and the Sabres were down 2-0, like 6 minutes left in the game, and then the final score was 4-3 Buffalo. That was electric.
That game rocked.
Did
The 6 minutes
you?
we saw rocked.
Yeah. Did you see after they scored that empty net goal to go up 4-3? It started snowing like in Buffalo outside. Like they had like a watch party plaza thing outside with like barricades. And as soon as they scored, like you could just see like snow start to fall. And I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
It's fucking beautiful.
It's April. What?
It apparently it was like real cold
Damn.
in
It's
Buffalo.
just cold there all the time.
Yeah. But how can you
Canada.
not love hockey? With
Yeah,
shit like that.
that's pretty fucking cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Um.
I do want to go back to the Penguin series just real quick.
Okay.
It's like this could be like Balkan and Sid's like last go around,
Could
to
be.
like make the playoffs. And here comes just like the fucking rattiest Flyers team you've seen in like 15 years come and just squash their hopes and dreams. It's
Yeah. It's
hilarious.
it's pretty crazy. And like on one hand, I want Pittsburgh to lose, but also I don't know if you knew this, Chris. I don't know if you were. We might have talked about this, but um, the head coach for Pittsburgh. Do you know who that is?
Is it still Sullivan?
No,
No, no. Who?
it's Dan Muse.
Really?
Yeah,
Good for him. I did not know that. You could have
you know
given me a
who?
million guesses. Never would have guessed that.
You know who's one of his assistants?
Who?
Nick Bonino.
All right. Preds legend.
Both Preds
Also
legends.
Penn's
Yeah, both
legend.
obviously. Yeah. No, that's
Yeah,
awesome. I did not know that. That's fucking sick. Um,
yeah,
I want them to lose still, but that's still
right.
cool.
I want Dan Muse to have success, but also I want Pittsburgh to lose. So
Is this since like last year? Like
nah,
not confirmed? Well,
No,
it's the way they're talking about it.
I think
It's
it's Malkin's last year,
okay.
like on a contract. So we don't know.
Okay.
So
So yeah, because they were talking about, and I know like it could very well be Ovi's last year, but like that last game they when they played each other, there's like this is the end of an era, and I was like, I mean, Ovi maybe I was like, is Sid done? He's still like pretty damn good, but
it's the like end of the rivalry.
yeah, but okay.
But
So I didn't know if
yeah, I
this was gonna
think
be like if he like hadn't said anything, but was gonna be like, yeah, this is it, or I don't know. I always hate when they do the fucking like retirement tours.
yeah. Ryan, our friend Ryan, a Caps fan, had the theory that yeah, it came out since last week that Ovi said, yeah, it's probably not my last season, which, good for them, I guess. But Ryan had the tinfoil hat theory that they want him to do a retirement tour so they can make more money. So the NHL can make more money. Which he's not their fucking slave. So
Yeah, I mean, I just hate when they because it's such just a look at me thing. I hate when players do that. I mean, I would love to see it. I love Ovi, so it'd be kind of cool, I guess. But I hate when they do that. And he doesn't seem like a guy. I mean, obviously, I don't know him. I don't follow his career super close, but he doesn't seem like a guy who would do that. Be like, I want everything to be about me for a full year.
yeah, I don't see that in his personality and or character.
Yeah,
I could have seen that maybe earlier on in his career when he was crossing sauces, being a farm animal. He's like, hey, look at me. I score goal. Just some shit like that. But yes. Um I think Buffalo and the Bruins are playing right now, if I'm not mistaken. They are.
I
And
think it just started.
it's the end of the first.
Oh, never mind.
0-0.
I was watching the Habs Lightning game before we came on here.
I
It's
have it on.
getting a little feisty.
Yeah. I have it on in
Corey
the
Perry
background.
up to his old tricks,
What else is he gonna do? He's
just
fucking
fighting
44 years
immediately.
old.
Hey, Canadians legend.
Yeah. I mean, kind of, but
I mean, he was on that
got to the final.
team that team that was just randomly really good.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I also have the over in the Lightning's Canadians because I saw that it was at 6 even. And I'm like, I mean, I got to take that. I don't know what it's at now. Um, it's like almost halfway through the second period, so I don't know.
It's still 1-1.
Yeah. What they call a bunch of penalties in this game. Bunch of power plays.
There were like two or three in the first period. One was
Sure.
ended up being like 2 seconds long because Kucherov hip checked that guy, but
Yeah. He just like took him out.
yeah.
Didn't even have the puck.
No, no, it was like right in the middle of the ice too. It wasn't. It was crazy. I was like, why did you think you could get away with that? And he literally like flipped him over. So what? It's like no discretion.
That guy. Sometimes his wires cross, and it's like being an idiot. But I'm not a Lightning fan, so I don't really care. But moving on. Yes, Chris.
Well, I was just gonna say, my dad is a Flyers fan. He was texting me on Sunday about like, oh, they're up 2-0. This is awesome. I was like, oh, cool. Go for the Flyers. I was like, I knew obviously the kid, the boy, but I was like, I don't think I can name a single other player on that team. So I took a look at their roster and I was scrolling. I think I've heard of some of these guys, but I no fucking clue. So the fact that Sean said the ragtaggiest Flyers bunch ever, which for that team is saying that franchise is saying something. I was like, yeah, it's pretty accurate.
It's literally like the rattiest team they've had in
Yeah,
a long time.
I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I was like, Konechny, Zegras, I've heard of them. Sanheim.
Couturier.
Yeah, Couturier. No. Nothing else.
Yeah. Well, shit happens.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Those are teams I want to root for. The power of friendship.
I don't hate all of you yet.
Yeah, I don't hate this kid, but I'm very jealous of his life.
I'm depending on how far the Flyers go, and depending on how Brady Martin's career turns out, I might hate Porter Martone
Through no fault of his own.
through
But
no
I
fault of his
might.
own. But I'll probably direct that towards the Predators management. Anyway, whatever. Anyways, other playoff stuff. Um, we touched a little bit about Canadians Lightning. Um, I have it behind me because I have the over, and there are a lot of penalties right now. And
Yeah.
it's weird because like I don't think they're calling it all, but they're letting the boys play, but also they're like trying to let it not get out of hand. Like I think Tampa has a power play right now at the 9:27 mark. Um, what is that? I think so. I think they're on the power play. Need new glasses. I
Love
just
the
got new
in-depth
glasses.
analysis.
Anyway, um, that game one, I didn't watch it because that was 2 days ago during WrestleMania. So it ended 4-3 in overtime, and I don't know. It feels like the Tampa Bay of them like being really good might be gone. Just because it feels like Vasilevsky isn't that good anymore. Because like the last two times they've been to the playoffs, they've lost in the first round. Like I don't know if you guys remember that, but like basically since the last time they've been to the Cup final, I think they've gone out in the first round.
Damn.
Yeah. Last year they
Oh,
lost in 5 games to the Florida Panthers.
that was in the
Wow.
first round. Huh.
Yeah, people forget that.
I remember they lost to the Panthers, but I forgot it was the first round. Um, I didn't I didn't know the Canadians were in. I didn't know like they were playing Tampa. So when I flipped it on, I was like, oh, Tampa's probably just gonna like steamroll them or something. And then I saw on the top, it was like Montreal lead series 1-0. I was like, oh, fuck do I know?
Hmm.
So that makes sense then with what you were saying.
Yeah. And Montreal, they're like I was hearing them talk before the game. This is like the second youngest team in the NHL. The first being the Chicago Blackhawks. And they were terrible. So like it's like a lot of youth right now, and it's exciting. Slavkovsky had a hat trick in game one. That was exciting.
Damn.
Yeah. So shit. Uh, now that WrestleMania is over and like other stuff, I'm gonna watch NHL hockey right now. It's kind of crazy. Because I haven't watched hockey basically all season because it's so hard to watch the games um, that I care about. Um, so, but later on today, the Mammoth play the Golden Knights. Vegas leads that series 1-0. I really want the Mammoth to win this playoff series, and I think everyone does because no one likes the Golden Knights except if you live in Vegas, which only fucking old crusty ass people live in Vegas. Um, but shit, yeah. See what else. Kings Avalanche. Obviously, Colorado up 1-0 at this point. That first game that they played, very boring. Um,
Snooze fest.
yes, that was we were together watching that game. What day was that? Was that
Sunday.
Friday?
Sunday. No, Sunday.
That was Sunday? Wow.
Yeah, it was on at the bar, and because I remember Sean saying he had the over, and I was rooting for him, obviously, and then just
It's
nothing
nowhere
was
close.
happening.
It's nowhere close. The thing about that game one though is like they were both firing at the net.
Mhm.
I mean, it was just either like block shots or just whiffed on a puck that and there were a couple that were like, how did you miss the net? Like, I
Mhm.
mean, both teams were trying like real hard for that over to hit, and nothing was just going either team's way.
Yeah, not sure what's going on there. I don't know. Maybe it'll open up tonight. Um, but other than that, I mean, there's the Wild Stars. Stars won last night, but in game one, the Wild beat the shit out of the Stars, which made me happy because I hate the Stars. Um, I think that game ended 5-1. So
6-1.
yeah, series is tied up now. Ducks Oilers. Oilers won. They scored on a last minute goal, I believe, in regulation. So looking good so far for my Oilers' future.
Did
All
they?
Although,
right.
Weren't they up
15 more
2-0
to
at one
go.
point, and then almost lost?
yeah,
All right. I was just, I wasn't watching it. I didn't watch. I was like following like the box scores when I was looking at like baseball scores, and then I saw Anaheim was up 3-2. I was like, weren't they? Wasn't it just 2-0? I was like, I mean, the McDavid hate. I'm rooting for your future, but the McDavid hater in me was pretty excited about that.
fair enough. Uh, no issue there. But yeah, I mean, this Oilers team feels like it's not as good as the last two. So, we'll see.
So it'll be the one to win it.
Yeah, without the Panthers, it doesn't really feel like there's a clear cut like kind of cup favorite right now. Nobody's, I mean, except for the Avalanche, which I mean, that series is so boring to watch. It's like what is happening here? Also, they won the President's Trophy, so they're cursed. So it's kind of just a matter of time unless they overcome it, which I'll be upset. Obviously for monetary reasons, but also for
I don't
fandom.
like them.
Yeah, for fandom reasons. So, but but yeah. Um,
Can we rewind a sec?
yeah.
Chris, you're a McDavid hater.
Yeah,
Is it so?
it's just I
I
nothing
think
against him personally. It's just fun to be a hater.
okay, okay, that's respectable.
I nothing against him whatsoever. Like it's just fun to be mean.
I was thinking about it, and I was like, I think McDavid might be the only athlete like that's the best to do it right now. Like you can't say that McDavid isn't the best player in the NHL.
No, he is, and like I
Yeah,
again like nothing. It's just
and
fun.
I think he's like the only athlete where I'm like, yeah, Go win one. You're the best. You should go win one.
I do.
So like,
I do
I'm
hope
rooting
he.
for him.
I do hope he wins. If he doesn't win at least one, it'll be a fucking travesty just for the sport. But
Yeah.
it's just fun to be a hater.
Okay. That's
If they win a cup, I will not be like upset at all. If anything, I'll be
okay.
happy because Will have finally won his Oilers future.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, also like I feel like every other athlete, and this could be a very biased opinion, but I feel like every other athlete that is like at the top of their game, the best in their respective sport, is kind of more or less handed like they're they're obviously like the poster child for their respective leagues. So they get more shit.
You mean like
Like they
they get
win they actually
uh,
win championships.
yeah. I feel like in most other sports, I'm just thinking, well, football, I don't know, but baseball and like with Shohei, it's like, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he plays for the Dodgers, so like, I don't know, it's like, yeah, he's the best player on the planet, possibly ever, probably ever, but he also plays on a fucking super team,
Yeah.
so
And it's like this is where it kind of gets controversial. I think of like Patrick Mahomes and just like some of the calls that he gets and
yeah,
doesn't get, where it's like, oh, this is rigged. Like you feel like it's rigged. You don't know if it's actually rigged, but you say to yourself, this shit's rigged. It's like
baseball, you
I don't
say
know.
just
It's just
because the Dodgers have billions and billions of dollars to just throw at every good free agent.
yeah, and that is a part of their game,
Yeah, I hate it.
but it sucks. It's stupid.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I mean, I hope you understand what I'm saying, what I'm
Oh
trying
yeah,
to
I
say.
mean that's
Like,
definitely like in basketball, like when LeBron was at the like top of his like at his peak. I mean, he still gets calls, but I mean, definitely. I mean, if you breathe on the guy wrong, you are getting. And it's the same thing now, just with Shea. I'm not saying he's the best player in the league, but I mean, even though he's going to clearly win MVP, but like he draws fouls, and that's just mainly the style he plays being just unethical basketball. But he draws fouls like no other. So
yeah,
yeah, I definitely get what you say.
it's just like NHL doesn't give a fuck if you're like their poster child. You will not win a cup. Like if you don't, and that's respectable. But
It's also a little frustrating.
yeah, I don't know.
It it's just like the game is different because like I mean, in hockey you can really only affect the game, a maximum of like 2 minutes at a time, you
Mhm.
know. So it's
Yeah, but I don't know.
but
If you get enough power plays with McDavid on your team, like you're sure to win more games.
correct. And like, also goes into it like, salary cap and shit like that. Just the ways that the NHL is different, not just in their sport, but how it's ran. So it's a lot harder to, I guess, create a team with one guy, more of a team sport.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if the NHL wanted to give him a cup, they'd give him a cup, is what I'm like saying.
Yeah.
They would make it so.
Yeah. I also think it's like in the NHL, it's just like kind of harder to just give calls. I feel like.
Especially in the
Seems like
playoffs where like
just, yeah.
refs will just eat whistles as opposed to every other league where they like call more, it feels like it in the postseason, which is again kind of what makes it great to watch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just some thought I had just because, like, he's like the only athlete at the top of his game that I do not hate. And I actually want to see him like succeed.
Yeah.
And it's not out of like jealousy either. It's just like, just go be great.
I'm jealous. I wish
Well, yeah.
McDavid was on my team.
Yeah, but he's not. That's the thing.
I wish I
Always
had a
go get
team
him.
of McDavids.
Yes.
Trade for him in the offseason.
Yeah, why not? I mean, shit. Who says no to 7 first-round draft picks?
No one in their right mind.
Just go get him.
Just go get him.
Make him say no. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah. McDavid.
That was so stupid. I just remember where that whole thing came from.
Pred's Facebook.
Fred's fan page, Facebook, like trade deadline. It's like, why don't we trade for Crosby? Hey, let's just get Sidney Crosby.
Why hasn't anyone else thought of that? What a novel idea. Trading for the best player in the world at the time.
Jesus
God.
Christ. Some people should not be given the internet.
It's
No.
fan pages on Facebook. I mean, Twitter is toxic as hell, but fan pages on Facebook, sometimes I'll get on there and I'll just scroll through and I'm like, all right, these people, I can't tell if they're just, if it's rage bait or they're just genuinely the stupidest people because it's just shit that's like, you either are trying to piss me off in which you have succeeded or you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. And please stop. Either way, I'm furious.
Most of those people were like old. So it was very realistic that it was like, oh, they're being like dead ass right now.
Oh, that post that we were referencing
Yeah.
about just go get Crosby, that was serious.
Yeah. Yeah, that was.
I was more talking about like these days.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But
Yeah,
that was go get him.
hilarious. Just go get him.
I love that running joke we have about that though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Dude, Porter Martone is just so good. Just go get
Should
him.
have gotten him. Well, we should have got him.
Well, we should have got him, but he's definitely a Barry Trotz kind of guy, you know. But
Too
we
bad he's
also need
not
to
running
send
the
it.
team.
Well, he was at the time.
So who is going to be the GM after? Well, I guess now that the season's
Oh, Chris didn't listen to last week's episode.
not all of it. I listened to it.
We
No, we don't know.
Oh, okay.
There's some candidates in the running. I think there's a Stars assistant GM. There's John Chaika, who used to run the Coyotes, so I don't want fucking that guy. I think there's like a Florida Panthers.
Yep. Brett Peterson.
Yeah, assistant GM, and then Tom Fitzgerald, who just got fired as GM for Jersey because we were talking, we were like, management's going to be like, oh, it'd be good to keep it in the family, but
So sick of that.
right,
That's what
exactly.
we said.
That's what we said. Like,
I was like,
it has obviously not worked.
yeah,
Stop.
and at this point, like, what, like, who? Phil Housley? Like, what are you gonna do? Which I don't even know what he's doing these days, but like,
I'm sure he's
going
still
from
with Lavi somewhere.
going from Poyle to Trotz, I was like, okay, yeah, that's nice. Even though Trotz has no experience, but whatever. But I was like, yeah, this is a fun story, but you can't do that again.
right. It's do we just gotta scout better? Like that's it. If we just improve who we pick at each pick just a little bit. Like just a little bit. Like we'd be better. We'd be better.
That's
By a lot
usually
of
how
it.
teams get better, is just picking better players.
Yeah, because we stink at it. Forwards at least. But future's looking okay. Just okay. But could be better. But we'll see. Only time will tell. I'm trying to think of what else here. I really don't have anything else regarding hockey. The Senators are playing the Hurricanes, and the Hurricanes are up 2-0. I don't know if the
Oh,
Senators are going to win a game.
I wanted to talk about that. Did y'all watch last night? The
I,
Sens
I did not.
Carolina. Okay. Did you see the call that got like called back in overtime for offsides?
I didn't see the offsides, but I saw that the goal was called off for offsides.
Okay. I mean, it was like literally just like you had to like go like frame by frame, like, okay, there. He's like he barely crossed it. So offsides. And I remember I was watching it, and I've had this a few times watching sports. So I'm like, we need to get rid of instant replay. This is not what it's for. Like if you have to dissect it this much, stop it. I
Hmm.
don't like I it was like you took away such a cool moment. I mean, Caroline would end up winning, so I guess no one will remember this in a week. But like you took away a cool moment, and for a guy being probably like the closest you could to being onsides without being onside. So I was like, this isn't what replay is supposed to be for, to just dissect the game like this. But it just pissed me off.
Yes, very old man at cloud moment.
There was a national championship. I think it was a national championship in college basketball. Texas Tech was playing somebody, and they literally had to, or it might have been just been a Final Four, but they were literally like reviewing an out of bounds call, and they had to like slow down and go like frame by frame on this like guard's finger to see if it moved, and like if a ball like grazed off it going out of bounds. It took like 30 minutes. It's like this is not what it's for. Like stop ruining the game with this. So yeah, that's I was like, obviously we can't get rid of instant replay, but in that moment I was like, God, this is the worst.
Right. Eh, Yeah, my dad fucking hates instant replay.
Yeah, I'm when it's like that, and especially, I mean, college basketball, every review they take feels like it takes 25 minutes at least. Every like NFL, it's fast, I guess, but like yeah, every other sport, I feel like it takes forever.
Hmm. Um,
Except baseball. Baseball does it right.
right. Is there any updates in the baseball world, Chris?
Um, Cincinnati Reds are a fucking wagon, just like everybody expected. They're beating the shit out of the Rays tonight. They are in first place in the um NL Central, and I saw that on Twitter. The NL Central, every team. Hold on, pull up the standings. Yes, every team in the NL Central has a winning record, which is pretty crazy. Compare it to the American League, who, as a whole, the American League has five teams with a winning record. The NL East
Hmm.
has five teams, and all five have a winning record. The Reds are in first, and they will be 16. God willing, they don't blow a 9-1 lead. They will be 16-8, and the Brewers are in last, 12-9, and they're winning tonight too. So,
Whoa.
yeah, it's crazy. Nothing super crazy in terms of like just like national storylines. Not looking good for our boy Tony Vitello in San Francisco. It
What'd he
seems like every
do?
the team they're just really bad. And it seems like every time he speaks, Giants fans just get pissed off. At the beginning of the season, I mean, they got swept by the Yankees to open the season, and they looked bad. They scored like 2 runs or something like all series. And he said something about like we just gotta he said essentially said have to like keep our emotions in check. I'm paraphrasing, but like keep our emotions in check, blah blah blah. And then like later that night, they asked like a player about that, and he was like, "We're all grown men here. Like, we're 3 games in, we'll be fine." So
Hmm.
it's like it seems like every time he talks, people are just like, what's this college guy talking about?" So
Is this his first time in the MLB?
yeah, he got first. Yeah, he was hired this offseason, first college manager or college coach, as I call it, to immediately go up to MLB. And I remember when that happened, we were talking about it, and I was like, I wonder if baseball would be the easiest in terms of making the jump, in terms of just in-game management. That's all I was talking about. And then, boy, am I, I think I was wrong on that one because this team fucking sucks.
Interesting. Well, like in terms of management, like is it just kind of managing like the batting order and
batting,
who's
yeah, it's like batting order and like obviously like bullpen stuff like that, and defensive substitutions throughout. And I was like, I mean, I'm not wasn't saying it would be easy, but I was just saying like in terms of like the actual flow of the game, I feel like that would be the easiest sport to just kind of make in-game substitutions. And I'm not. I've watched three Giants games all years when the Reds played them. I don't really recall him botching anything. It's just the team as a whole is terrible, and it seems like their culture is very bad. So I think I might have been. It ain't looking like a good take. Like 2 weeks into the season.
well, there's like a billion more games to go, so
That's baseball.
that's baseball, buddy. Um,
There was a very funny moment. Um, of, I need to try to find. It's going to take too long to find it. It was a very niche clip, but there was a Pirates, and I forget who they're playing. I want to say they're playing the Rays, and they're showing a player in the batter's box from like a side alternate angle, and they were zooming in on him. And you just saw a guy, a younger couple, probably mid 20s, in the crowd behind him, and the guy just reached over and just grabbed his lady's titties, like
I saw
pretty
that.
pretty
I saw that.
aggressively.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, geez.
Yeah. And she was like kind of cool. Like she kind of laughed it off. Like, damn,
She was like, hey, stop.
I better marry that chick.
Come
But
here.
It probably is his wife.
I hope so. But yeah, I remember seeing that clip and I was like, damn, I wish I was going to be on the show this week. I really want to talk about this.
Did you guys see the titty grab?
God. God, how can you not be romantic about baseball?
I did see a video of this guy like calling out of work for the Cubs game that started at like noon or something on Friday. And he was just beeping his microwave to sound like a heartbeat monitor. He was like, yeah, I had to go to the hospital. It's like, beep, beep, beep.
That's a new one. I haven't heard of that one.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I haven't heard of that. That's good.
Yeah. Are we done with baseball? Move on.
I got nothing else to talk about.
All right. Well, we touched on it last week, but I think some more stuff has become available. This Diana Rossini, Mike Vrabel
Oh,
affair. Uh, that that happened. They did it.
yeah. And what? Yeah, I haven't been on since this happened. Yeah, she 100%. Um, and was it like confirmed that it was her husband who hired this private investigator?
I don't know about that, but
That's what
Vrabes
I.
was at a presser today, and he was like, "I've had some very difficult conversations with my family and the team and the owner," and I'm like, "Oh, they fucking were having an affair."
Yeah, the fact that nobody like I know Rossini kind of just says like, "Oh, it's bullshit," but like I don't think I've heard Vrabel say anything denying it,
No,
which is bananas. I feel like that'd be the first thing you would do.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Yeah, like I know it's just crazy. And especially coming from a guy who is very much like a don't do dumb shit coach.
yeah,
There's got to
some
be
dumb
some
shit to do.
players in that locker room next time they're getting chewed out, be like, hey, just go fuck your reporter side piece. Quit yelling at me.
Anything for a scoop.
That's yeah, hate to see it. I loved all the clips coming out of her all just like shitting on her husband on various interviews. I thought it was so fun because she's been on part of my take a shit ton, and whenever she does it on there, I was like, oh, busting his balls. That's kind of like a fun relationship they have. But then just to listen to everything, like out of context, albeit, but still, it's like, oh, she does this like all the time. She definitely fucked
Mhm.
Mike Vrabel.
Yeah.
God damn. Jeez. Men in power.
It's not even that much power. You're just the head
Yeah,
coach of
really.
a football team.
They went to the
It's
Super
so
Bowl.
crazy. Yeah. Still, they lost.
Very true.
Didn't win.
You
Very
know,
true.
when he was like, when Vrabel had to have a hard conversation with the owner, I'm pretty sure him and Robert Kraft just fist bumped and he walked out of the room.
Yeah, right.
That's the. What's he gonna do? Sit down,
It's
talk
like
about
I've been
moral
there.
character.
I've been
Congratulations on
there.
your first affair.
Gotta keep it in the rug and tugs, man. No, no cameras in there.
See, the key is to do it with someone who doesn't speak English.
The key is to do it with prostitutes.
That's the key.
I saw a lot of stuff like she'll be working at Barstool in 3 weeks.
I mean, yeah, that's not inaccurate at all.
No,
They'll give her a job.
I think I said that last week too.
Barstool is kind of like how Nick Saban would always take in these like fired, like somewhat disgraced college football coaches and turn their careers around. Barstool is kind of like that, but with like scumbag media personality, like John Gruden, to a lesser extent, kind of Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
Uh, oh gosh, you just said something that triggered something in my head about something to talk about, but I forgot what it was
John Gruden,
before that.
Nick
Disgraced.
Saban, disgraced.
There it is. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Nick Saban is a part of the committee to find a new GM.
He's a minority owner of the team, isn't
Yeah,
Correct.
I know.
he? Yeah. I mean, cool.
He well, like he's like, I don't know much about hockey. I'll be the first person to tell you. But what I do know is successful organizations. And I was like, damn, you're right. And so my input is probably minimal. He didn't say this. I'm just assuming like his input is probably minimal, but also his opinion might be valued in some aspects.
I feel like he might be more of like like going to character. Like, hey, this guy, like, he's got that fire. Like
Right.
I don't know
Yeah.
anything about he won't know anything about the X's and O's, but they ask him like, hey, what do you think about this guy? Like he's a fucking winner.
Yeah. Because
Hopefully
like
that's
he's in the
his input.
meetings. He's in the meetings with the GMs.
Interesting.
So I read that
Hmm.
today and I was like, huh, I don't hate that.
As long as it works out.
Right. Yeah, as long as it works out.
I'll hate it if it doesn't. Like, what got this
Right.
fucking college football coach fucking hiring our GM?
This guy doesn't know anything about puck.
Fucking Ted Lasso? What is this shit?
We got we got Alabama Jones in our front
That would
office.
be, that is something the Predators would do. Is just like some type of Ted Lasso shenanigan.
I feel like when the Browns were trying to hire Condoleezza Rice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They weren't, but
They weren't, but
yeah.
that was Adam Schefter tweeted it.
Yep. They were they were not denying that they were trying to.
Yep. Um,
I could very much see the Preds pulling some shit though. Where it's just like, "What, this guy?"
nothing has worked. Let's try something completely different.
Bill Belichick.
We have two of the smartest sports minds in all of sportsdom.
The only problem is they have never played hockey.
The only drawback is they were in a completely different sport.
Yeah. They should have a
hilarious.
podcast. They should have a podcast together where they talk about football.
I can
That
not name a podcast that I would rather not listen to.
I was gonna say that could be potentially the most boring.
That'd be for real football sickos.
If Belichick would actually talk, it could be entertaining, but big if.
Yeah, that'd be their demographic would be football coaches.
Yeah. Or
that
and
would
just
be
like
about it.
Football fans like our dad's ages.
Yeah. And just talk about random plays from random years from random teams. When I was with the Dolphins, we ran the... Oh, that's very interesting, Nick. It's my Bill Belichick impression.
It's pretty good.
Anyway.
Is he still dating that chick?
I don't see why not.
Just haven't heard anything from him lately. So make sure love is still alive.
Love is real. Well, shit, man.
Oh, not sports, but I thought it was interesting. You see the UK banned all like smoke or like tobacco products and like vape products for anybody born after 2008.
No.
Yeah.
Who?
The UK.
Oh, the UK?
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you're born in 2009, so it's like if you're 17 or younger, you can never buy like tobacco products in the UK legally.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Thought that was wild.
That's fucking crazy. Dude, not here. It's not here.
Yeah.
That will never be not here.
Wow.
That was crazy.
That is crazy.
So
we'll just hop on the trolley and go to France.
Well,
you have to take a plane.
Yeah, there's an ocean between the UK and the rest of Europe.
Well, they always talk about going on a train and going to a different country.
Well, like, yeah.
There's like 5 countries in the UK.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, there's England, there's Wales,
Northern
Scotland, Ireland.
Wales is a country?
Yes.
I thought it was a city.
Wales is a country.
Oh. Jesus, Will.
We are a sports podcast.
Yeah, this isn't a geography podcast.
Right.
Also, I don't know anything about over there. It's weird over there.
They teach their children to be wizards.
That's funny.
Oh, shit.
You hear that, Sean? Wizards and witches.
That's London. All right.
All right. I'm going to call
on that note.
Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Any interaction with this really helps us out. Really helps our reach. Check out the Trend Center app. Link in the description. Use code TFTM at checkout. 15% off the premium membership. We're going to be using it all year for the MLB, for the NHL playoffs, the NBA playoffs, and any other sport that pops up on the app. We'll be using it. Follow us on Twitter for daily picks.